What's up everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video we're going to be reacting to the top 10 new games of December 2021, and we're going to decide once and for all what game is the best in December 2021, for anyone who wanted to know the answer of that. I'm just joking. I'm just going to be looking at this, see, what games I might want to play, what games I've heard of, what games I've not heard of, is it good, bad, whatever, let's see it. Let's go. Hit the like button, subscribe. We're almost to 40 subscribers, so you could be one of them that can help me out with that, and that would be greatly appreciated, and let's get into the video.
December is one of the biggest gaming months of the year, and it is coming up fast. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on
There's been a lot of
games
games at December.
2021. Starting off with number 10.
Wait a minute, it's not even December.
A pretty different looking one, actually.
I kinda screwed up. It's not even December. It should have been November. Well, okay, we don't even know what's happening right now.
It's a top-down roguelike co-op shooter set in a pretty interesting looking sci-fi world. Now this is a game that just manages such a good art style. That's noticeable.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Really what lands is the action. Now keep in mind this is not a puzzle oriented game. It is fully oriented towards the action, and in that it's really got my attention, so to speak. Now I haven't played this yet, but you see so many different types of gameplay on display. There is hack and slash, there is bullet hell, and
okay, that looks awesome. That looks very, but trailers don't show actual gameplay sometimes.
I'm extremely interested in it. It has kind of a Destiny-like aesthetic, except I'm gonna go ahead and say I think that the art's actually a little bit better, and it's a type of game that I think there needs to be a lot more of, at least competently done. If this game pulls off,
wait, if this is how actual gameplay is, that looks so sick.
Top-down arcade shooters, and I cannot wait to play it. Anvil is landing in early access on December 2nd on Steam.
I should try it out, maybe. Maybe should try it out.
At number 9, it's Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Now, this is an interesting title on account every previous Five Nights at Freddy's game has had a very specific set of mechanical limitations. Those are gone. This is a first-person survival horror experience, which retains most of the elements of the previous Five Nights at Freddy's game, while giving you the ability to free roam, adding in boss battles, and various mini games as well.
What?
Now,
the Five Nights at Freddy's still going on?
Five Nights at Freddy's game. However, there are some new mechanics, including various characters that help you.
Does anyone still play this game though? I wonder.
I think that it looks a lot more mechanically interesting than previous Five Nights at Freddy's games. These are fun games, but they've, like I said, always had their limitations.
They should have made it at October
anymore, and it should be really interesting to see exactly how that plays out. Will it retain the quality? Were those limitations necessary for it to be a particularly enjoyable game, or is it about to grow into an even bigger franchise? Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach comes out December 16th on PlayStation 4, 5, and on PC. At number 8 is Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, which
okay, I've heard of this.
COVID-19. This was something we were supposed to be playing sometime last year.
I mean, this game franchise I have.
The main storyline started in A Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
It is not the end of Final Fantasy XIV. There will be more narratives that apparently happen. The name Endwalker is a little misleading in that respect. Now they made
that looks like Death Harrows. What is it?
As well as added PvP.
Death Eaters from Harry Potter.
Sanctuary, which is meant basically to give you a little solo garden to tend. It's kind of intended to be there to have something relaxing to do, and they're also adding to the player-owned housing system. Obviously, the big draw is more the conclusion of the narrative, and I'm pretty sure everybody who is playing Final Fantasy XIV is excited for that. Endwalker lands on PlayStation 4, 5,
yeah,
and
the
PC
gameplay looks sick.
7. And number
okay,
7
not
is
that.
Century
Not
Age
that.
of Ashes, and this is one that we've been excited about for a little while now.
Wait, it's dragon racing?
Very simply as a free-to-play multiplayer dragon.
That looks awesome.
Now,
I want
this
to play
is
this so
one the
badly.
trailer just had us immediately hooked when we saw it. It is more or less a dogfighting game with
You're
magic
telling
and
me.
dragon powers, and the momentum that this trailer
It's like
gives us
how I met
tells
How
the
to Train Your Dragons,
got
and
it.
it's like,
I mean, it is a game that I
but
just
literally you
cannot
can
wait
play
to
it.
strap in for. It is, again, free to play, so therein lies a massive advantage and possibly the only major.
Write this down. Write this down.
We'll
You
see
better play
exactly
it.
how
Better
that
play
plays
it.
out,
Better play it.
but
Better
I'm
play it.
extremely excited for Century Age of Ashes. It's landing on PC on December 2nd.
December 2nd. We're going for it. We're gonna play it on stream.
Nothing to do with
Oh,
the
shoot.
previous act.
We're gonna play it on stream at Kiwi Alchemista. And it's gonna be so fun, you know? Live on stream. It's gonna be fun. So sub to Kiwi Alchemista, link in bio, and yeah. If you wanna watch that
This is the
gameplay.
second game from the Hyperlight Drifter
The
developers.
heck is this?
And to me, seems a lot like Tony Hawk's Pro Breath of the Wild. It takes the trademark Heart Machine art style into a large,
Oh, it's just like,
beautiful.
it looks like
3D world
Run,
that
Cool Math
just
Game
at
Run.
every point
Nah,
you
it's
see
not.
off
It's not.
of
I
you wanna
don't know why I
see
said it,
what
but
it
it's
is.
just, you know,
It's one of
it's
those
just
worlds that
yeah.
just says explore me.
Not
at
very
least from
interesting
what I've
to
seen in
me.
trailers, and the traversal that you actually have available to you is this really cool sort of roller skating speed platforming. And what's interesting is you're actually attempting to save your planet from a black hole, which all of this apparently takes place in. There is combat, apparently not a huge amount, but traversal and narrative are apparently taking the lead, and I'm pretty excited for it. Hyperlight Drifter is one of my favorite games. It is such a good example of the type
It
of
is
game
very, it looks
Solar
like a very
Ash
relaxed
just gets a
game,
ton
to
of
be
goodwill
honest,
from
though.
me right off. Solar Ash is landing on PlayStation
Okay,
4,
she's just
PlayStation
repeating the
5,
trailer.
and PC on
Repeating the
December
trailer.
2nd. And number 5 is Big Brain Academy Brain vs. Brain, which is one of those games that you take on everybody at couch multiplayer. It's a party game, and it's a party game where you get to say, hey, I'm smarter than you when you win it. Like, there's a lot of memorization
Yeah, but
games,
everyone will, you
there's
know,
guessing
be
games,
smarter than me, so, you
there's
know.
fast-paced decision-making
Do I want to do that?
There's games that play
Do
out
I?
as puzzles.
Do I?
Honestly, it looks like a really fun party game. And it's one that kind of distinguishes itself from...
You're telling me this has beaten out the dragon racing? The dragon racing?
Honestly, I love playing games like this. I actually
Are you
play them with my
kidding me?
family all the time, and I was fairly excited to see a sort of different take on this type of game. I obviously don't know exactly how good it's going to be, but it's a Nintendo game, it's a party game, and they do these types of games very well. It's part of why Switch exists, in fact. And I'll just go ahead and flex and say once again, I predicted the Switch would be a huge success when everyone was skeptical. You can go back to the video, you can hear me going, everybody's all so skeptical, the Switch is going to be a huge hit. And my big brain is going to be shadow on the other brains in the house.
He's a very interesting, you know,
on the Switch on December 3rd.
interesting
And
character.
number 4 is Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, Aiko's Choice, which is a standalone expansion, which narrows the
Arcade
focus
game.
a bit onto one of the main game characters, Aiko. Now, just because the narrative is focused on Aiko, though, doesn't mean that the gameplay is strictly Aiko. You still have a team of specialists. It's still very stealth-oriented. You still got all the great...
So it's like a, what, like a bad quality Ghost of Tsushima? Because...
honestly, Shadow Tactics is just such a great game that I'd be happy to play new stories within the same...
like a very bad quality
over and over. This is
Ghost of
kind of that,
Tsushima.
and I'm excited for it. I really enjoy Shadow Tactics. It's landing on PC on December 6th. And number 3 is The Gunk. This is a game where
Gunk.
you play as a scavenger who is landing on a planet to try to gather resources and obviously
It's like,
make some
what's
cash.
that?
The planet you
Nova,
land on is
Space
like
Nova,
infested
Nova
with this black
something.
slime substance that they end up calling the Gunk. you are able to get rid of the gunk. You can remove it using this solar glove that your character has. And it seems like the narrative sort of builds out of you wanting to save the planet while your partner wants to harvest the planet. I mean, again, you're scavengers looking to make a buck, and your character gets more invested in getting rid of the gunk, while the gunk is seen as maybe a hindrance for the overall task of making some cash. I don't know.
Okay.
That's how it comes off to me anyways. What's got my interest is the sort of gunk
They're
vacuum
just harvesting.
they've developed for this game. It's
Doesn't
kind of
sound
silly,
that fun.
while at the same time something that feels gratifying. Like even just watching it, I feel like it's something that a certain type of gamer will enjoy just doing, and that will have been a mechanical sort of hook into the game. And any narrative stuff
It's
that makes you
sucking.
invested
It's like a fish.
is going to be sort of icing on a really good cake. I'm excited to play this game. It looks really good to me. It's coming to the Xboxes and Microsoft Windows on December 16th. And number
Okay.
2 is White Shadows.
We're on the number 2.
Distinct in look puzzle platformer that takes a lot of influence from sci-fi, from steam.
Still not beating out the dragons, in my opinion.
Invert a mirror on our own world. So a big pandemic has been blamed on the birds by the wolves, who apparently rule over this vast city called the White City. There was a great war many years ago. It's kind of post-apocalyptic. You can kind of feel the beginning
pandemic.
of the end of this city happening. And this game promises to be an entertaining social criticism while also providing some very interesting puzzles. Now, that could go horribly wrong. We know that social criticism doesn't always work out great in video games. Sometimes it does, like BioShock and a few other titles like
I
it.
would
But
say
sometimes
I
it doesn't.
would stray
I have
far away
some
from
pretty
this
high
one.
hopes for this one. It's really unique looking to me. I love the black and white aesthetic. I love what it's going for. It's semi-dark, semi-cutesy, but not in the grim dark way. And if the gameplay and puzzles hold up to its aesthetic, it's really going to be something good. White Shadows is landing on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC on December 7th. And finally, at number 1, it's Halo
Please be
Infinite.
okay.
It looks
Yeah.
like they're really
I will be
doing
playing
everything
that
they
on
can to
stream.
return to the roots of the Halo series and bring it into the next century. Now, they did so much in returning to the roots of Halo that people kind of mocked it when they first saw gameplay from it, because it looked a little bit too much like an old Halo game. It seems like they've done a lot with the visuals since then, but in truth, I
This is
wasn't
released,
really too
isn't it?
bothered by the kind of old school visuals. The visuals are not really what I'm here for with Halo. I would love an old school Halo game at this point. Now, it's pretty interesting the way they've set this game up. It's intended to kind of
I'll
be
be playing
open
the
world, but it's
multiplayer,
on a
though,
Halo, so
also.
like obviously to some extent that's not the same thing as an open world. And also they have more linear environments embedded within it. What I like too is this idea they have of capturing bases which serve as fast travel points. If we see much more traditional like Halo style gameplay within this, and they don't modify things to be more like Far Cry or something, which is what that kind of sounds like, I think we're probably in for a pretty interesting ride. I mean, what else is there really to say? It's a new Halo
This
game.
looks
It
pretty
looks
fun.
fantastic, and
Yeah,
the
I'm into
multiplayer is
sniping.
free to play.
Yeah.
I actually haven't gotten into the multiplayer. I'm kind of waiting for the single player, because that's how I've always experienced Halo. I was tempted when they dropped the beta.
I
but
can only
just
get the
wanna do it the
multiplayer.
normal way. Halo Infinite is landing on the Xboxes and on PC December 8th. Couple of bonus games for you, including Chorus, which is kind of like a cross between
We're getting
Star Fox
done.
and Star
This
Wars
video.
Squadrons.
This
At least
video.
from what I can tell. It looks kind of 80s inspired in aesthetic, like the sleek side of it, not the
Yeah, that looks
more
pretty
industrial
cool. It's like a
side of
Star Wars
sci-fi
game.
in the 80s. Chorus is landing on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, Xboxes and Windows on December 3rd. And our second bonus game is Loop Hero,
Yeah, that does
which is
not
a
cool
strange
at all.
PvR
At
RPG.
all.
It was already available for the PC, but is coming to the Switch. It's very well regarded, and I actually haven't played it on the PC, and just given the reputation it has, I'm definitely going to try it on Switch when it lands on December 9th. That's all for today. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription, so click subscribe. Don't forget to enable all notifications, and as always, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at Falcon.
Okay, do exactly what he says, but on my channel. You know, like you'll see all this, but you'll see it on my channel. Do it on my channel. I'm just joking. No, I'm not joking, but you know you should do it. But anyway. If you guys did like this, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share. Let me know down in the comments what game you would like to purchase yourself. And I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go stream right now.